Within our schools, half or even more of our clientele are not Catholic, but they value what we offer. My dear friends, I have some very serious concerns about the unintended consequences of our soon-to-be debated Anti-Discrimination Bill. Of course, I certainly am not about discriminating against anyone. And certainly in our Catholic community and in our Catholic schools, we value the dignity of each human person, regardless of creed, race, orientation, etc., etc. Every human person is to us of infinite value. And in our schools, we certainly have no discrimination against anyone in these areas and in other parts of our church family. However, if you have a faith school, whether it's Catholic or some other faith school, parents, thousands of them in the Northern Territory, expect their children to be sharing in the values of that community. And we certainly expect that we are able to provide this service to our families. We do not want our families who send their children to our faith schools to be discriminated against. They need to be respected too. So we don't want to discriminate against anyone. With me here is the Director of Catholic Education, Greg O'Mullane. Also with me here is Regina McCarthy, who ministers and works with many Aboriginal people within the NT. We are here together to say that our community, in its many forms, is very seriously concerned about unintended consequences. There are so many statements that are not explicit enough, that can be open to litigation, open to various misinterpretations. We want, obviously, our leaders who are deemed to be religious leaders in our school, for example, the principal, the deputy, and the director of religious formation. It would make sense that if they are part of a faith school and they are religious leaders, that we select people who are members of our community in those roles. Within our schools, half or even more of our clientele are not Catholic, but they value what we offer. Many of our staff are certainly not Catholic. It doesn't preclude them being employed in our schools. What we do ask is that they respect the ethos of our school. That makes sense. So my dear friends, I invite you to speak to our political leaders and to ask them to look seriously at amendments in this bill, because as it is, it's open to very serious consequences which I believe have not been intended. Thank you.